let's see what happens here. Alright, welcome to the channel. Some casual, random gameplay, and I'm pointing to count the delay that I see from the screen. Yeah, that's actually pretty high, so I'm just going to refresh the page and we'll get into this in a minute. I've been incredibly busy. I keep pointing. There, now the delay is fairly quick. Let's get into this. I haven't played in a few weeks, and sometimes that's actually all that it takes to mess me up. We've got 50% volume. I don't actually feel like playing that game, to be honest. I got 3 free days of this. This is one of my favorite games in the whole world. I've been playing this game since day one for about 15 years. And I only have 3 days with this, so I kind of wanted to check out the new patch, see how everything is, to see if I ever want to subscribe again, because it costs $20 a month, and I normally can't really afford to play the game anymore in the last couple of years. Money hasn't been that good to me.
It is time for these little
But
ones
what I
to
need
be
to know
tested, so they can begin working towards
is how loud... well, I'm going to be playing this game. I may play Fallout at some point. I still like that game, but like I said, I've only had... I only have 3 days to play this game.
Do you want something?
So I kind of want to get my free time's worth, if you will, to see if this kind of helps spark my interest into trying to figure out a way to get some money to play this game again. While I'm flying... Yeah, like I said, life is very hectic for me, so I don't always have time to play a lot. Like even today, I probably only have about 45 minutes. But I also didn't want to not do anything just because I don't have 3 hours. I'll never have for at least a few years 2-3 hours straight to do whatever I want, right? So the main point of this video, again, this stream, is I just wanted to slowly work on my pathfinding, which is what enables you to fly. And for those of you that don't know much about World of Warcraft and you're saying, well, it looks like you're flying to me right now, this is actually just an automated flight path because I chose a location to go to and from to whatever. I'm only on 4.5 hours of sleep. So there's quite a few things that I need to do. I still have to get revered with these reputations here. And I still have to do Zandalar, which is like basically finishing the quest, the lore of these areas. So right now I'm working on Secrets in the Sand. I'm about 22% of the way completed. This is going to take like days, hours, obviously, to complete. So I believe I can fly. And that's why I'm not on American Idol. That is not my strong point. I could play the guitar, I could play the drums, I could play the piano. Just don't ask me to sing. That is not something I can do. I still do it, though, just to drive people crazy, because I don't care what they think.
You have poisoned my children.
Now, the game seems like it's kind of loud, but is that just me? Do you find the game in relation to my voice? Is it loud? Should I turn down the sound of the game a bit more? That's what I want to know. Because I can't fully tell. 100%? What the hell is that? Yeah, my very first video I ever posted on YouTube when I didn't really do anything was me playing the guitar. Yeah. And I didn't look too impressed. I was just messing around. I didn't even tag. I didn't even tag my video because I didn't know I had to tag it. I didn't know diddly nothing. So for those of you that have never played or used to play, and it's been a long time since you've played, you'll be able to see that there's a few subtle differences in the animations of, you know, the characters. You didn't do why you playing guitar any song? Sorry, I'm not too sure what you're asking. You didn't do why you playing guitar any song? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little confused right now. So yeah, like I said, this isn't, you know, terribly exciting gameplay. This isn't like some epic, you know, rated PvP battleground stuff, like I said. But,
poisoned my children.
this might hurt a little bit. Oh, not as much as I thought.
Into life.
You wanna my real name? Isn't it Yo-Yo? I thought your real name was Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo-Yo-Yo.
Jacques Rosette is a traitor, but the king won't act without proof.
Please, Rakira, don't do this.
Don't
You'll get
do
yourself
this,
killed.
man.
You know I must.
You don't
Kaja.
know what you be
Duty
doing,
before
man.
all else.
And that's why I'm not a voice actor. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna have fun with it. And still pretend like I know what I'm doing. Hey, not too bad, Anonymous Pac-Man. What the hell? And we've got I almost forgot about my poisons. Which ones do I have? Delete. What? Oh, okay, it does both. Wow. At first I was like, really? So yeah, I'm just, like I said, casually playing. I know it's Yo-Yo. Yo. Yo-Yo-Yo. See what I did there? Don't mess around. Don't yo-yo my emotions like that. I know your real name is Yo-Yo Ahmed. It's a good name. There's actually a guy I know, and I'm being quite serious actually, I'm not trying to be funny. And his name is Yaya. I'm dead serious. So, if there can be someone whose name is Yaya, why is it hard to believe that your name can be Yo-Yo? Seriously, like I'm not even kidding. Oh, that's a nice name. Youssef. Yeah, so I still think you're lying, but that's okay. Remember, Yo-Yo's a smartass. He has said some funny things. Now, he hasn't answered my question either. Anonymous Pac-Man, maybe you can tell me. Are you able to tell me how good is the ratio of my voice volume compared to the in-game volume? Should I turn down the game sound a little bit? I know that the music is not loud because I turned it down, but just like the overall sound. Is it hard to hear me? Is basically what I'm getting, especially in a battle like right now. Like while I'm talking and fighting. How terrible is the mix of audio? Because to me it's pretty good, but that looks like that would bite pretty hard. It is pretty good? Okay. So it wasn't hard to hear my voice then while I was chatting during combat. That's good. Yeah, so I don't know if you know this, Pac-Man, but World of Warcraft was one of my all-time favorite games ever. I was gifted 3 free days. I had recently subbed to WoW, which would explain why, you know, for someone who hasn't really played, for a veteran who might be playing, watching, which there's only 3 people playing, or watching, so it's unlikely that one of the 3 people are an active WoW member, but most people are over 400. I think I might have looked at it, and it seemed decent. So I'm at 376, so that's considered poor by today's standards, but when I was playing, 376 actually wasn't all that bad. That's the item level, that's just like the overall strength of, you know, your character. An item level, if you don't know this, makes a big difference. You'll hit harder, you'll have a lot more health. Everything's just a lot easier. When you first hit level 110 or 20, shows you how long I've been playing the game, recently. When you're 120, you generally are between 280 and 300, I want to say. And getting to 350 is actually not all that bad. But once you hit 350, 355, it really starts to slow down. You can do these random world quest events that'll reward you with better loot, and it scales based on what you're working with. See, I can come in here, and I can... See, that plant is trying to eat my face. But as you could tell, if you've played World of Warcraft before in the past, I haven't sat down, I haven't needed to eat. And look at my health. It ain't gonna be like that in WoW Classic, let me tell you. WoW Classic was rough. I mean, it was, you know. Yeah, you once told it helped you through some different... Oh, yes, yeah, that's right, yeah. Kill one fractured memory. I didn't pay attention to the cutscene there. I don't even know what happened. Life is Strange is not new. Yeah, I think I played it before. I don't remember if I liked it much or it was half decent, but... Alright, so now I feel like I'm stuck. So yeah, all I'm doing, by the way, is I'm just doing normal leveling quests. Like, this is just like the regular PvE, like going in the zone. See, this is Battle for Azeroth. So we'll like zoom right out. Whoops. So the original game was just Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdoms, as everybody knows. Then there was Northrend, Wrath of the Lich King, Pandaria. We also had, you know, Outlands for the Burning Crusade. We had all of this. Draenor was that other expansion where you went back in time. And now we're on, and then this I think was the last expansion. It's been so long. And there's so many expansions now. But yeah, now we're in between Zandalar and Kul Tiras. So now I'm over here. And I'm just doing the regular zone. And as you can tell, because I'm max level, you'll see some of these items here, see? If I do this world quest, I'll get 375 boots. Then I could look at my boots. What are my boots at? They're 375, so... I'm probably not going to get an upgrade, right? It's a very unlikely chance that it'll score a bit higher. Life is Strange? I think I might have. I know I played it. I just don't remember if I played it long or not. And I'm kind of annoyed right now. Kill a fractured memory. Oh, there. I was all like, I can't find one because I'm not paying attention, right? This is what happens when you live stream sometimes. So as you can tell, the animation is a little bit different than it used to be back in the day. But yeah, this game is always going to be... I found you on my PS4 Slim, maybe like 25. Right. Yeah, that's because you saw my name on my my PSN.
Hello, man.
See, 281, right? Because when you're questing at that level, that's like green quality crap. 280. That's between 280 and 300, like I said, is what you would have been at. 25. This one gives you more gold. Because I'm obviously not going to wear it.
I will do my best to prepare Akunda's mind. But you need to be prepared to subdue any memories that might be awakened.
Oh, no problem, Pac-Man. I shall see you soon. I just mainly, like I said, wanted to play a little bit. Do a little bit of questing. I couldn't really think of any other game I really wanted to play, to be honest. Pretty simple quest. Just have to protect that NPC. And because my gear is more than adequate for questing at my level, it is going to be fairly easy.
Almost done. I can hear Akunda's voice entering my mind.
You can hear all our traitor lurks within our temple.
Alright, and that's that. Use the flight whistle. Yeah, and that's something that you get. Because it'll bring me to the nearest... Thanks, you too. I think I've already said that to him. This will bring me to the nearest flight path. Again, there's only a few people in here, but in case people end up watching this later.
You have poisoned my children. They are weak and clinging to life. Use my power.
Yeah.
Call the storm, champion. Unseat this usurper.
Okay, then. And no, I don't always mouse click. But like I said, I do talk to people as if
You should have run away when you had the chance.
as if they've never played the game,
Power of
because
Akunda will be mine.
not everybody will be familiar with the game that might watch this. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to say. Oh, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks already. Yeah, because you guys got into a bit of an argument. I even told him.
Last, I am free. Thank you, champion.
There, maybe 30? It was on 50. Might be a little too late now. I can't really tell. Oh, there, I do turn it in there. Okay.
What brings you here?
See, 295. So it was like 280 for green, about 295 for a standard blue for a 120. But obviously, I've got much better than that. It's more about which one sells for the most gold, which is this one.
The storm is calling.
Yeah, because now things are different, I think. I don't remember. Let me just check something here. Okay, good. Anyhow, we'll visit the altar. And then already we turn that in.
You will forever be welcome.
Yeah, so I do play multiple different characters.
Champion, come quick.
I do different
Memory,
things, a
I'm
bit of PvE, PvP.
It is as I suspect.
But I think the main thing I want to do, which is why it's called pathfinding,
Unbeknownst to the king.
to work on flying, is so that I don't just have to walk around this
Searching
area.
for a weapon that can destroy the city, killing any who get in their way.
This will...
I have no idea what this weapon is, or where to find it, but it can't be good if Jack Rosette is hiding its existence from the king. We must
Kinda,
find a
yeah,
weapon
sorry, I'm
before
trying
Jack
to
Rosette has a chance to get his hands
figure
on
out what
it.
I'm doing here. That he missed me in WoW. Am I his best friend like WoW? Yeah, I told him too that he had to be a bit more mindful of the fact that you are incredibly young. He's also pretty young too. I think he's only like 19 or so. So I'm not too sure what we need to do for this quest, but I'll just follow the
Dolly
guide.
likes you. I can tell. Hey,
I'll just
you'll be
kind of get
back,
it going.
right?
Because like I said, I don't know how much time I'll have too much
The
to
ruins are on
to
the way
play.
to Zemlon. I'm happy to take you there. Dolly and Dot are great company, but it's nice to have friends to talk to. We're friends, right?
Except there's a lot of dialogue.
Kira without you, little one.
I'm trying to do the talking. Maybe I'll bring it back to... There we go, dialogue. See what happens? I wasn't fully equipped, fully ready to stream this, but I just wanted to get into it. Because again, as I call myself the showcase guy, I'm showcasing World of Warcraft, what it's like now, what it would look like if you were in this area questing, and stuff like that.
Those are Jack Rosette's troops.
Oh, this isn't good. Not at all. Everybody, out of the way.
I'm not good at Hitman 2. Like I said, Yo-Yo. I am, for a couple of days, probably going to be playing this. It is a popular game, like, for streaming. I'm not popular, but I still really want to play this game, because like I've said a few times now, I was gifted 3 free days of World of Warcraft to play on my main account, so I don't have to play my my low-level level 20s. Because your main account, you can play up to level 20 for free, and you can still do quite a few things. But in order to play any character over 20, and 120 is the maximum, which I'm at on this character, I have to pay, like I said, $20 a month Canadian, which I can't always afford to do. So once in a very rare blue moon, I'm gifted 3 days, 72 hours, I'll take them up on it. But I've already said it like 5 times now. I'm not saying I won't play another game, just not during the stream. I really have to get away from playing multiple games during one stream. I mean, I can always switch out once or something. It's not really the end of the world. But I'm trying to stick to just the one game per stream. And if I'm able to stream a couple of times in one day, then I may play another game.
You've allied yourself with a Sethrak?
Turn in searching the ruins. That's glowing. There we go. Well, it's not that I can't play, I'm not in the mood to play it, to be honest. Like I said earlier. I've played Hitman 2 a lot, and I've pretty much done everything that I want to do with the game. Doesn't mean I'll never play it again. But for now, I'm on a timer. Like I said, I only got 3 days of game time, because it's not free to play this game, like I said. But in a couple of days, if I have the money, I'm probably going to buy Dragon Quest Builders 2. And that's $90 with tax on the Switch for that game. So that right there could have been like 4 or 5 months, almost half a year of World of Warcraft. So that's why I can't really afford to play it anymore, because I have very limited money every month to begin with. And the very little money I have, I pretty much dump like 90% of it into video games. So anytime like a PS4 game or a Switch game comes out that I want to get, I'll buy it. Assuming I like the game, of course. So that takes away from any potential extra money I may have to play this game. Because I don't want to turn my channel into a World of Warcraft channel like Hazel Nutty Eyes or whatever the hell her name is. Or Assman Gold, whatever the hell his name is. Or any of the guys that have been around for a while. I mean, you could still be successful in having an exclusive WoW channel, but the problem with that is unless you're really good or you're incredibly funny and you're actually teaching people stuff, you're probably not going to get too far with a WoW-only channel. But I've explained before, I thought you made your system storage as 6 terabyte on my PS4, because I have 2 terabyte internal, and then I have a 4 terabyte external. But yeah, like I've said before, this is probably going to be like my in-between game, where I play this game in between other games that I don't know what to do. Like, for example, why am I not playing Hitman 2? Because I beat the game. Again, doesn't mean I'll never play it again. Days Gone, beaten the game. There's really not a heck of a lot to do. Generation Zero, I've recently completed that game. There's not a heck of a lot to do. World of Warcraft. There's always something to do, right? I'm always leveling up, trying to get better equipment. Yo-Yo, I already told you. This is it. This is all I'm playing for this stream. I've been playing for 25 minutes. I may have to go already in about another 15 or 20 minutes. This is the only game that I'm going to be playing for, probably for today. And if I'm back later, I may play another game. That's where I like playing like Battlefield and Call of Duty, because those are dynamic, right? Even though it's always the same thing. You're just running around shooting people, or in my case, running around dying. Right? Because I'm not that good at the game. It's different because it's online, right? The game never plays out 100% the same. So that's why those online games, or even like the Division 2, you know, you're always grouped up with random people, and even though you're repeating the same missions or whatever, there's a dynamic element to it, right? Because it's online. So arguably, online co-op games, or slash co-op games, they tend to have more lasting power when it comes to streaming. And then World of Warcraft is different every time I play it. I could have a bunch of people of the opposing faction attack me right now. Which is this, what you're playing it right now? Well, yeah, that's what I said before. Like I said, I could say in 10 minutes, forget this and just, you know, play on my own another game. That is a part of my ADHD and my OCD. I can't always just stick to one game. But this game I tend to do pretty good with, because it never ends. There's just always something to do. Like, for me to work on what I want to do right now, which I've already explained, I think. Pathfinder Part 1. These are all, like, look at that. I had to explore all of this. I had to do 100 world quests. I had to do all of this campaign. Like, that took hours and hours and weeks. Right? But now I'm getting closer. Then this one is more about getting reputation. So like I said, because I'm at 376 item level and I want to get better. See, look at that. I might even go and do that later. See that? I'm guaranteed an item level 400 plus ring. And if I look at my rings, I've got a 365 and a 370. So if I replace my lower one with a 400, right, I might go up to 377, 378, just to give you a bit of perspective, right? And then you're slowly getting a bit higher, which means that my random loot here might not be 375. It might start becoming 380 plus. Because even there it says 375 plus, so there's a chance I could get something better. So then I just scroll and look, no, 375. Here's the other island that's a part of this expansion. Oh, a 400 belt. But then I go here, I already have a 400 belt. You see that? And you just start picking away at your items. And then you find out where you get a better item level item. And that's pretty much it. See, 385, that's a little bit higher than normal. Oh, and I got a 375, so actually I might even go and grab that after. Yeah, that one's a guaranteed one. 385. Because like I said, the more you go up, the more you change the overall item level. Like, it dynamically changes with you. But it gets harder and harder because you need a higher item level for it to change. Before, it would just keep jumping by like 5 points. Now it's not really jumping all that much. It's like very subtle increments in number. I didn't get PlayStation Plus for free. I don't even think a Russian hacker could do that. No, I paid for it. It's once a year. But that's another expense that adds up, and that's why I sold my Xbox. Because I had an Xbox, a Nintendo Switch, a PlayStation. Then I was trying to play WoW, and I was like, I can't even eat properly. Right? Because I got to be able to feed myself, so... It was just too much money, and all their subscriptions, 70 bucks here, 80 bucks there. Nintendo Switch is a lot cheaper. I bought my Nintendo Switch, like, used. It was pretty cheap. And then the subscription's only $20 Canadian. That's like $14 American, I think. Versus like 70, right? So I wasn't too worried about the Switch.
Have you come to trade?
Oh, I got turned into a snake. Oh, I can jump. Inspect the stat. I'm not really paying attention to the quest, because to be honest with you, most people don't really care too much about, you know, like reading all this and all that. It's kind of important if you're really into the lore of the game, but these are mainly just like, it's like such a small part of the lore. It's not like the main story, if you will, so I'm not too worried about skipping it. And like not reading all this stuff. And for the sake of the stream, to make it a little bit quicker as well. Run up the stairs. Yeah, so I'll probably do this for another 10 minutes, I think. At the most. And then I'll just end it. I just wanted to kind of get back into things because, well, the patch came out, right? The, oh, what's it called? Well, I won't log out, but I think it's 8.2. I don't remember. Wait, it's telling me to go over here. It might be this guy, actually. Because he walks, right? Sorry, my add-on can screw me up sometimes for questing. And yeah, so like I said, that was the main point of all this, to kind of showcase what the game looks like with the new patch, even though I'm not really discussing some of the new changes. It's mainly the Part 2 pathfinding that's been added that's been piquing my interest. So once I finish the first part, then there'll be a second part. That's going to take a while, then I can finally fly. Then probably by next year, we're going to be looking at maybe another expansion. And then I think World of Warcraft Classic is coming out in August, I think near the end of August, and we're already almost mid-July. So I want to say in about another 5-ish weeks, roughly, from this moment right now, roughly. About 5 weeks, we're going to World of Warcraft Classic, which is going to be absolutely nuts. Because it's a lot harder, right? Like, how many times have you seen me in 33 minutes having to sit down and eat? You never have. The game was much different, like I said, much more difficult, and nostalgia-wise, it's going to be nice. It's free for if you have a paid membership. So if you're paying your WoW fee every month, you get to play WoW Classic for free. Like, there's no, like, additional cost or a separate membership. I wish they would have had a separate membership for people that don't have a retail membership. Even if it's just, like, $5 or $10 a month. It's just a couple of dollars cheaper. I thought that might have been interesting. It might have brought in some people, is what I'm saying, that want to play Classic but don't want to play retail. Because when you invest, like, World of Warcraft is a massive investment. My real name is Phil, which is why I go by Philminator. It's my nickname that I got years ago when I first started martial arts. Back in the early 90s. I don't give out my full name. I mean, if people find out what it is, I don't care. But I don't advertise it. I don't care if people find it, like I said, but I'm not going to go out of my way to tell people. It's not like I'm hiding anything, but at the same time, I don't need advertising. I don't need to advertise it. It's like I live in Canada. Most people know I live in Canada. Some people might know the city I live in. I don't care if people know where I live. But I'm not going to actively go out of my way to advertise and broadcast where I am either. It's just with the internet, there's a lot of weirdos, right? There's a lot of weird people, and you know, I have a family and stuff like that, and I want to protect them. I do get quite political on my channel sometimes too, and that can draw sometimes some unwanted attention. But yeah, especially with you there, like I said, if you feel comfortable doing that, like when you gave me your name earlier, I mean, that's all on you, right? But always be mindful of who you're talking to, especially when you're a young kid. Not everybody's a bad person, but all it takes is just one person, right? It could be dangerous, especially for younger people. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm not going to be angry if people find out, like, oh, I know his name, okay. Right?
Vorik, if you are receiving this message, then I fear I was too late. Korthek has betrayed our people and plans to break the barrier we placed on the tomb.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm just letting you know. Not everybody in the world is nice, right? Not everybody's bad either. But you have to be especially careful, like I said, when you're a young kid, giving out your name and where you live and all that stuff. Because online, when people know like your full name, they can find out where you live. If they want to do that, right? They can find out what your real address is. Oh, I'll give you an example of why I won't go out of my way to tell people where I live and my full name. I mean, if they find it, bring it, like I said. But one of the main things that's common practice amongst trolls online is called swatting. I don't know if you're familiar with that term, Yo-Yo. But swatting is basically where people find out your full name, they find out where you live, and they'll call the police. And, oh, no problem. Anyways, they'll make a fake claim that there's something going on at the person's house, and the SWAT team will come over, kick down your door, and they'll point guns to your head and tell you that you're under arrest. Until they find out that someone trolled, and then they let you go. And people think it's funny, and then they'll watch your stream, they'll record it, and they'll post it on the internet and think it's funny. To them, it's a prank, but it's a pretty serious thing, right? But yeah, I know you gotta go now, so that's fine. I have to go too in just a couple of minutes there. I got some other things I want to work on. I just wanted to, like I said, quest for a little bit, show people, you know, the pacing of what it's like when you're just running around through the story. I mean, in terms of the questing itself, there's not too much that's changed over the years, except for key items that you need to get. You'll notice that they're kind of glowing, like they kind of stand out. See, you can even see that one all the way over there. So when you go to play World of Warcraft Classic, you're not going to be getting that. And after I go, Sean will come immediately. After I go, is that it? I don't know. I will see your full stream right now when I come back. Yeah, that's fine. Have a nice day. I'll see you later. And if I talk to Sean, I'll tell him that you apologize for what you said about a month ago. I'll let him know if you don't get a chance to talk to him. Yeah, so again, like I said, it's hard to tell who's going to watch my videos or my streams and whether or not you're like a hardcore WoW fan and you're just kind of checking out somebody else play the game who, whatever. Or if you've never really played it, or like I said, you used to play it, but you're curious as to how it's changed. There's a lot of subtle little things over the years that have changed, especially for most people that quit playing the game Oh, I would have to guess around Wrath of the Lich King Cataclysm. Most people that have quit the game that were heavy into WoW have been away from WoW for a good solid, you know, half a decade to a decade. And, yeah. So there's been a lot that's changed, like I said. Yeah, I think I'm going to get one more relic, turn it in, and that'll be the end of that. We just hit 40 minutes on the stream. I think that's a good enough amount of time. We got a little bit done. It wasn't anything too exciting. There was no PvP. There wasn't, you know, which is what I explained in the title. At least I think I did that in the title. Yeah, casual, random gameplay working on Pathfinder Part 1. I mean, it doesn't get any more clear than that. I always try to, yeah, no problem. I always try to detail my titles as best as I can, right? And put that in the description so that people just know without even clicking, like, what's going on. If I think I'm going to do PvP, you know, I'll put that in the description, right? Because there are some times where I don't know, like, what aspect of the game I want to do. Do I want to do dungeons? Do I want to do battlegrounds? Or, you know what I mean? But for now, I knew that I was only going to do one aspect of the game. And I'll also have to play this game, like, on my own, because it's been a while since I've played, and I don't want to sit there on a stream someday for 20 minutes and go, okay, what should I do next? And logging in and out of, like, 10 different types of characters, right? Oh, Azurite denied. I completed that. Where do I turn that in? See, I'll have to look at that after. Because I do want to try to keep this more fast-paced, but sometimes I can't do that. I don't really know what I'm doing. That's what happens when you're out of the loop, right? I mean, it's natural. I play so many games on console. I no longer just play this game 10-15 hours a day like I used to years ago. Obviously, back then, had I streamed, I should have done that. I could have gotten a solid dozen years of World of Warcraft in. But then I would have gotten all these subscribers, and it would have just been based on me playing WoW, and then I would have completely changed to just something else, so... WoW is going to be more of an add-on to my channel, a filler for live streaming, like I said 1,000 times, for when I don't have another game to play, or if I just don't know what else to play. There's a lot of times I just don't know what I want to do, and to me this is like the perfect game to do that with. Yeah, so I don't have to worry too much about taking too much damage. Keep in mind, if you're like level 118 or you're 120 and you're in weaker gear, naturally you're not going to be doing this well. It'll take you longer to kill things, and you'll take more damage. And so if you're looking at this going, wow, that looks pretty easy, well, you have to work your way up. Where should I go? I only have to kill 2 more of those guys. And looks like these people are doing the same thing. See, they're leveling up 118. He's probably just working on his rep as well. Yeah, because you have to complete the story of the whole expansion, basically, for that achievement to have the rights to fly. And even if I hit him first, that's another newish thing to the game. He's still got credit, and he's still able to get his own loot. we don't have to party up. That's been like that for a while now, but again, if you haven't played in 5 or 8 years or whatever, you wouldn't know that. Like back in the day, this used to be a stressful situation. Everybody would be standing around trying to fight for that last kill, and everybody would whisper each other, hey, do you want to group up? Do you want to group up? And you'd get a lot of pricks that wouldn't want to group up. Now it doesn't matter. And that's done. Yeah, so I think I'm going to turn this in. And that will be the end. Oh yeah, 45 minutes. That's to me, a decent length amount of time. Sadly, in WoW, you can't really get much done if you're only playing 10 or 15 minutes, but there might be times where I stream a little bit shorter videos, but for the most part. So we've turned that in. And now let's see roughly where we are. No, not the diplomat, sorry. Battle for Azeroth. We're doing this one. Volden. See, it's just the storylines, just the basic storylines. So we still have a good amount to do. This will probably take a while to do the Secrets of the Sand. Bargain of Blood. Complete the Bargain of Blood quest line. Doesn't seem like there's a lot to it, though. Like, it's not showing multiple steps. And then there's the final seal. Complete the Zandalar scenario. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. Right now, I'm just going to turn this in, and this is pretty much the end of the stream now. I'm just kind of zooming around, or zipping around, whatever, stealth mode. That never gets boring for me. Oh, okay. I just have to kill this guy quickly. Yeah, so as you could tell, even a standard little creature like that, not too difficult to get rid of. I don't know if he's up here or down. Yeah, next time if I stream, I might do a little bit of PvP. Maybe I'll play a different character. I'm not too sure. But I'm just trying to finish off what I've got to turn in that's nearby. Enter the building. This one or from down below? Right? Ah, you see? It's probably from here. Yeah. Angry Bird.
We must remain strong.
Again, this stuff is going to be crap. It's more so for vendoring for the gold. See? Achievement in progress. A City of Secrets. There we go. That's neat. So this whole time that I played for about 48-50 minutes, I had not done... I don't think I had started the this part. So that probably means, realistically, another 2.5-3 hours of like actual real time, just to give you a perspective, is probably how long it would take for me to finish Secrets of the Sand. This here. Then, like I said again, Bargain of Blood. Not too sure what that is. Just complete the Bloodgate questline, but it's not giving me like additional details like this one. When I click on this, it shows me a bunch of stuff I gotta do. So it could be that the last couple of things that need to be done are very quick once I'm done this. So in another 3 hours, this and this could probably potentially be fairly quick. And then after that, that would complete the Zandalar forever. And then I would just have this, which is half of them are done. It's getting revered with, well, with these factions. The Tortillans, whatever, the Turtles, the Champions, and the Voldenai. The Turtles. So I'm already at Honored. I'm a third of the way to Revered. Champions of Azeroth will take a bit of time. And the Voldenai. And again, how do you get the rep? Pretty simple. These world quests, when you do them. Say I do that one, that's going to give me... Or you can even go down here with the add-on, see? Tortillon Seeker, whatever. Yes, it is. Yeah. I'm actually just about to log out now, because I've already been streaming for 50 minutes and I do need to go. And then if we look over here, for example, let's say I needed Honor-bound rep. Well, I know that by doing that world quest, I'll get a little bit of Honor-bound rep. So that's how you can tell when you do, you know, it might seem obvious, but when you click on it, that's how you can tell what rep you're going to get for doing that specific world quest. And then you'll get your rep up, you'll be able to fly, get part 1 done, right? Go up from there, hopefully, and slowly climb up that mountain. It is a grind, though. It's a lot quicker nowadays, but at the same time, it can still be quite slow, especially if you're doing other things in life. You're playing other games. You're playing a couple of different characters. You want to play WoW Classic in August. You're going to spread yourself out thin, and it's going to drive you nuts, and that's part of the reason why I don't really play this game too much anymore, and when I do, I only play a couple of characters. But yeah. Yeah, so that's it for now. Yeah, I totally have to go. 52 minutes. So I may be back in a couple of hours around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So around 10, 11, 12. In about 3 hours from right now, I'll probably be back. Again, I have no idea what I'm going to do, what game I'm playing, what character I'm playing. I understand that this isn't the most exciting, just watching someone, you know, do some random quests. But there's a lot of people that do it, and there's some people that, you know, they're not funny. They're just playing the game normally, and they got millions of subs. I'm like, hey, shit, you know, I might as well try that too. And like I said, it's mainly filler content when I'm in between games on my consoles. Because I used to exclusively only be, like I said, a World of Warcraft player. But now I play everything. Switch, PlayStation. I've become a console peasant, as the word, you know, on the street goes. I'm not part of the elitist PC master race bullshit anymore. I just play what I enjoy, and that's it. Yeah, so I think when I come back, like I said, I'm not too sure what character I'll play, but maybe you'll see my issue. See, when I can't afford to play the game, you're allowed to play your main character up to level 20. So that's why I made a level 20 rogue, troll rogue, right? Because he's arguably my main character. So I made another one, level 20, so I could play for free. You could still do battlegrounds. He's already all geared out for his level. Obviously, that's not real tier 2, level 60 gear. At level 20, it's transmogrification. But just to show you an example, and that's just one realm where I've got a bunch of characters. I mean, look at all the characters I got, right? They're all fairly, you know, decent level. I mean, don't forget, I haven't played much in the last couple of years. And then, arguably, this is my main Alliance character. So, who knows? Maybe when I come back in a few hours, I'll maybe play a little bit of him or something like that. I wanted to unlock one of the new races, which is, I guess I might as well show you this quickly before I log out. So one of the allied races. So this one I'd have to play Tides of Vengeance, Zendlar Forever. Yeah, I'm not too worried about him. I like the race, I don't like their animation. I'm super picky. But for Alliance, I actually like these guys. So I was actually thinking of making a... converting my Worgen Druid to a Kultiran. or Cool Tyrant, however you want to pronounce it, to one of these guys. I like their animations and all that. So, anyways, that's some of the stuff I'm working on, so that's why I said WoW is kind of like the perfect game, because it never ends. There's always something going on, whereas on a console game, like I've said, there isn't always something to do unless there's a new game that comes out all the time, and that's $80, $90 a shot, so. But anyhow, that's it for now. Thanks for stopping by, for the couple of people that stopped by. And like I said, I might be back in about 3 hours. And who knows what I'll be doing then. So I shall see you all later. Bye now.